Hello mga ka-HG! Welcome to another episode of our Homeroom Guidance Kwentuhan. And for this episode, we are going to talk about Module 11, which is entitled Weighing Options, Seeking Opinions. So last time pinag-usapan natin was about decision making. And this is very much connected with that. No? As I told you, decision making is one of the most important life skill that you should have because almost every minute of our lives, we're making decision. So, are you ready for another kwentuhan? Pwede nyo i-prepare na inyong module. But let's take this very, very light. Kaya nga ako nakapantulog lang. No? I want you to take this light but very personal. So, handa ang tenga, handa ang isip, handa ang puso at pag-usapan natin ang another episode of Homeroom Guidance, Module 11. Na mga ka-HG, sa ating kwentuhang ito, meron akong 3 words na gusto kong pinaka-ma-absorb mo sa episode natin na to. First is solution. So, sa usapan natin na to, pag gusto kong ma-evaluate nyo kung paano kayo mag-isip ng solutions when it comes to your problem or in decision making. Second is opinion. Gaano ba kahalaga, ma-realize nyo gaano kahalaga ang opinion ng iba when it comes to making your decision. And number 3 is consequences. Ano ang consequences when you make decision? So, dapat alam nyo yun, ma-realize nyo before you make that final decision, ano yung mga possible consequences. Okay, proceed tayo doon sa first activity. Doon na tayo sa Let's Explore This Part. The title of the activity is I Heart You. So, this will involve your family members. So, instruction dito is mag-form kayo ng circle to talk about the situation. But if it's not applicable in your situation, kunwari, nagtatrabaho si nanay at si tatay mo, so hindi pwedeng ganitong setup, maybe you can come up with the interview format. Interviewin mo na lang sila tapos sulat mo sa papel yung kanilang naging suggestion sa sitwasyon na to. Your mother, your father, and then yung mga kapatid mo, si kuya, si ate, or kung sino mga kasama mo sa bahay na pwede mong tanongin about this situation. So, eto na mga ka-HG ang sitwasyon na dapat yung pag-usapan. Kayo ay a group of doctors at ang mission nyo ay mag-operate ng isang patient for a heart transplant. Okay? Heart transplant. Unfortunately, isa lang ang donor. Tapos, 6 or 6 ang naka-line up na patient. So, ang pag-uusapan nyo dito is, sino dun sa 6 ang inyong i-consider para gawan nyo ng heart transplant. Okay? Now, explain ko sa inyo kung sino-sino yung 6 na pagpipilian ninyo. Okay, so ito naman yung 6 na patients. So, number 1 is a 40-year-old male, a successful doctor with no children. 40-year-old na lalaki, isa siyang doctor at walang anak. Okay, number 2, 25-year-old female, a blind famous pianist. 25-year-old na babae, isa siyang bulag na pianista, sikat na bulag na pianista. Number 3, 45-year-old male teacher with 2 children. 45-year-old na teacher na lalaki na may 2 anak. Number 4, 18-year-old female, unmarried and 6 months pregnant. 18-year-old na babae, hindi siya kasal at siya ay buntis, 6 na buwan. Number 5, 35-year-old male, a priest, isang pari na 35-year-old. At number 6, 16-year-old na babae, high school dropout, so hindi na siya nag-aaral, at siya ay nag-aalaga ng kanyang kapatid na may disability. Okay, as I said mga ka-HG, kung hindi posible na bumilog kayo para pag-usapan itong sitwasyon ng mga family members mo is yung sa interview ninyo. So, isusulat mo sa papel ngayon, tatanungin mo sila isa-isa kung sino dun sa 6 ang kanilang pipiliin and of course, yung reasons nila bakit yun. Lalabas dyan yung mga pros and cons, meaning to say yung positive and negative ng bawat options nila. So, lalabas din dyan yung pagkakaiba-iba. Malamang magkakaiba ng decision or option ang family members mo. And at the end, susulat mo yung options nila, reasons. At the end, magkakam up kayo with the final decision, sino sa 6. So, dapat nakasulat din sa inyong papel. So, this will be very interesting. No? Kung hindi man magawa na nakabilog kayo, you do the interview, this will be very interesting kasi as a family nyo to sasagutan. So, na-excite ako kung ano magiging final decision nyo. Now, let's proceed to the lecture of this module. Sa part ng module nyo, ito yung keep in mind. Now, it says here na you had made decision before. So, sabi ko nga, lagi tayong gumagawa ng decision. At malamang marami na kayong nagawang decision sa buhay. Small ones and big ones. And eventually, gagawa pa rin kayo ng mga major decisions. So, para matest ninyo or malaman ninyo, mag-reflect kayo or tayo sa mga past decisions na ginawa natin. Para malaman natin, ma-evaluate natin, paano ba talaga tayo mag-decide before? And how can this help us in the present and in the future kapag mag-decide ulit tayo? So, here are the 5 questions for us to help us evaluate our decision making in the past. So, we have here 5 pointers. First is, did you get the right results? Okay, looking back dun sa mga past decisions mo or kahit sa isang one major decision na ginawa mo, nakuha mo ba yung tamang result? Na-solve ba yung problem? If the answer is yes, then it's a good one. But if the answer is no, ano nangyari? So, posibleng yung naging decision mo ay nag-create ng mas malalang problems or nadagdagan palalo yung problems mo or nagkaroon pa ng complications. But, itong mga pagkakamali natin na to ay may tuturing nating learning experience, no? So, hindi man na-solve yung problem mo, nag-create na other problems, but then, again, for sure, meron kang natutunan at yun ang mahalaga, na makuha mo yung lesson mula dun sa pagkakamali mo, dun sa pagde-decide mo, sa pinili mong option, and that will help you in the future. Number 2, what were the consequences when you made that decision? Consequences, ano yung naging resulta ng decision mong ginawa? Na-solve ba yung problem? Napabuti ba yung sitwasyon? And how do you feel about it? Or how did you feel about it? Masaya ka ba sa naging resulta? So, tandaan nyo guys, mga ka-HG, decision making comes with the responsibility. No? Akuin mo. Nagtagumpay ka man or hindi sa decision na pinili mo, own it. No? It comes with your responsibility. Papasok dito yung pag pumalpak, hindi ka dapat magbi-blame or maninisi ng iba because you were the one who made that decision. At kesa manisi ka, akuin mo na, aminin mo na nagkamali ako and I'll be wiser next time. Number 3 question guys, did it contribute to your personal growth in any areas of your life? So, yung decision mo ba na ginawa ay may na-improve na any part or aspect ng buhay mo, social relationship, academic performance, or anumang aspeto? For example, nung pinili mo na mag-aral ka kahit pandemic, nag-enroll ka kahit pandemic, medyo nahihirapan ka, no? Pero, anong naidagdag nito sa buhay mo? Diba? Kahit na may pandemic ay nag-aaral ka pa din. Or another situation, yung birthday ng kaibigan mo sa pool party na pinili mong hindi umattend dahil kinonsider mo yung safety. Sa decision mo na yon, ano yung naitulong nun sa'yo? Ano yung naibigay nun sa'yo? So, maring hindi ka naging masaya, hindi ka nag-enjoy sa pag-attend sa party, pero nandun yung assurance mo na safe ka because hindi ka lumabas ng bahay. Number 4 is, did it consider the common good? So, ibig sabihin ng common good yung mabuti para sa lahat, no? So, pag tayo nagde-decide, importante din na hindi sarili lang natin ang ating iniisip because hindi naiiwasan na yung mga decisions na ginagawa natin sa buhay natin ay nakaka-apekto rin sa mga tao sa paligid natin. Family natin, friends natin, and other people na connected sa buhay natin. So, it's very important na when you make decisions, you consider the common good. Makakabuti ba ito para sa lahat? Although, minsan hindi talaga natin maiwasan na i-consider yung sa sarili lang natin. That's normal, that's valid. At first, ganyan talaga. But eventually, you will learn that importante na i-consider natin hindi lang ang sarili natin, kundi pati mga tao sa paligid natin. Number 5, guys, how would that make you as a person? Yung past decision na ginawa mo, ano yung ni-reveal nito sa iyo as a person, bilang kung sino ka or ano yung pagkatao mo. But as they say, no, your decisions reflect the kind of person you are. Okay, listen to this. However, it does not define your future self. So, kung nagkamali man tayo sa ating nagawang decision before, do not be discouraged. Kasi lahat naman tayo ay at some point ay nagkakamali. At some point, naging immature. At some point, naging selfish. Feeling natin yun ang tama at that time. And darating yung point of realization lagi na, ay, okay. So, ito pala dapat yung consider ko. Ma-accept, ma-realize mo na mali ka at makuha mo yung lesson doon. Yun yung mahalaga. And yun yung turning point mo naman na sa pabuti ka, you're becoming the better version of yourself. So now we're talking about wrong decisions. No? As I said, do not be discouraged if you realize you committed the wrong decision. Papasok kasi doon yung word na regret or yung pagsisisi. So, instead na mag-dwell ka dun sa regret na nasisihin mo yung sarili mo or manisi ka ng ibang tao, so he said, you own it, no? Akuin mo yung pagkakamali mo, i-accept mo na mali ka because that will be the starting point, no? Na maliwanagan ka. So, kung nagkamali ka, may nasaktan ka, say sorry, and learn from it, no? Kunin mo yung lesson. And from that, doon papasok mo yun yung importance ng paghingi natin ng opinion sa ibang tao or paghingi ng advice or pag-consult sa mga taong mas may karanasan or mas may kaalaman sa atin. So, it's very important na at some point ay tayo ay lalapit sa ibang tao for their opinion, for their suggestions, or for their advice. Now, guys, let's go to the things that you can gain from seeking others' opinion. Actually, it takes courage to reach out to people, no? May mga tao kasing ayaw talagang mag-open up ng problems nila or humingi ng opinion or suggestion sa iba because meron silang takot, no? And ayaw nilang ma-judge sila. So, it takes courage. And I want you to be strong enough. No, it's a sign of strength kapag nare-realize mo na kailangan mong humingi ng tulong sa ibang tao. Pag nare-realize mo na hindi mo kaya ito mag-isa, ina-acknowledge mo yun, that's a sign of strength. No, at walang masama kung lalapit ka sa iba for their advice or opinion. So here's the first advantage of seeking others' opinion. It makes you more confident in facing problems because you know that people support you and they have your back. So sabi ko nga, kahit medyo at first takot ka or hesitant ka to ask for others' opinion, hindi mo malalaman, no? Kapag hindi ka nag-reach out, hindi mo malalaman na ang dami palang taong willing or gustong tumulong sa'yo. Minsan, they're just waiting for the sign. So if you take the first step of reaching out to people, ma-surprise ka na, ang dami palang gustong tumulong sa akin. No, ang dami palang willing magpaliwanag nitong sitwasyon nito sa akin para I would come up with the right decision. Number 2, you will be able to think properly for possible solutions to any challenges, believing that you have the capacity to do it well. So, ma-realize mo na kasi pag nagtanong ka sa iba, yung mga ideas nila, suggestions nila, it will widen your horizons. Na kasi pag ikaw, isang angulo lang tinitingnan mo, no? When you ask for other people's opinion or suggestions, may iba pa palang dapat tingnan. So, next time, you will be ma-realize mo yun at mas magiging matalino ka ngayon sa paggawa ng desisyon. Number 3, asking for other people's opinion will help you realize 2 heads are better than 1. Actually, guys, yung paghingi ng idea or suggestions sa ibang tao when we are making a decision or when facing a problem is like sa basketball. Ikaw yung player, no? Pag ikaw yung naglalaro, ikaw yung nasa sitwasyon, hindi mo kita lahat. At dun papasok si coach, no? Si coach has the better view, the full view of what is happening. Kaya siya yung makakapagbigay ng suggestion na mas magandang strategy kung paano nyo lalaroin yung game. So sometimes, tayo sa atin, ganun din tayo, no? Pag tayo may pinagdadaanan, nakafocus lang tayo minsan sa isang angle. At pag nagtanong tayo sa ibang tao, doon natin makikita na, aba, may iba pa palang angulo na dapat i-consider. Hindi lang pala ito. So that's the benefit of asking other people's opinion. Now guys, let me just summarize the rest of it because in your module you actually have 7. So when you ask for other people's opinion, kapag ina-open up mo yung sitwasyon mo, yung problem mo, nababawasan yung bigat, nalilesen yung burden mo. So isa yun sa napakagandang benefit kapag ikaw ay nagre-reach out sa ibang tao. And then, nadidevelop yung relationship mo with other people. Bawa sa family members mo, na nag-try kang mag-open up to ask for their opinion or advice, para bang may nabubuksang linya sa pagitan ninyo, and that would improve your relationship. And then eventually, ikaw din mismo, magiging sensitive ka sa feelings ng ibang tao. Kapag mayroon din silang pinagdadaanan, you become more considerate, more sensitive, and eventually you are developing a good relationship with the people around you. Naging mabuting tao ka, naging mabuti ka sa iba. Now mga ka-HG, let's proceed to the 2 remaining tasks. Yung isa is yung you can do it part sa inyong module na mag-iisip kayo ng isang decision na ginawa niyo before na willing kayong i-share sa akin. And i-evaluate niyo siya following the 5 pointers. So, isulat niyo sa papel yung problem, ano yung sitwasyon, and then yung decision that you made, ano yung naging decision nyo, and then sagutin nyo yung 5 questions na nandyan. Did you get the right results? What were the consequences? Did it contribute to your personal growth? Did it consider the common good? And how would you make that as a person? So, yun yung 5 pointers. Now, we're down to the last activity of this module, which is entitled On Second Thought. So, babasahin yung sitwasyon and then sasagutin yung 3 questions. Now, let me explain to you the situation. So, meron na kayong activity sa inyong module kung saan gagamit kayo ng recycled materials. Pero naisip mo na kailangan pa rin gumastos ng konti. So, you ask your parents for money. Unfortunately, ang sabi nila, wala silang pera. Now, one day, habang naliligo ang iyong kapatid sa bathroom, nagpunta ka sa room mo to get your towel, at nakakita ka ng pera sa sahig. So, isip mo, sino kayang may-ari? At malamang, family member mo may-ari nun. At the same time, naalala mo, kailangan mo ng pera for your project. So, what will you do? Now, explain your opinion regarding that situation by answering the 3 questions in your module. Ayan, so medyo napahaba yata ang ating kwentuhan for this episode. Sana lang meron kayong napulot, meron kayong natutunan that you can apply in your real life. Now guys, I want you to remember this. Wow, feeling pantas. So first, you are not alone. Just try to reach out. You will realize, you will be surprised, ang dami palang taong willing tumulong sa inyo. Second, nobody's perfect. So do not be afraid, don't be discouraged if you make a wrong one. You make a wrong decision, because that wrong decision will lead us to become wiser, stronger, and better. Hanggang sa muli mga ka-HG, keep safe and God bless.